What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. It is Saturday. The Cowboys are off the field for the day and stuff, and we have some news that deals with the Cowboys. I knocked on wood earlier and said hopefully nobody's getting hurt. Nobody new got hurt. But we know Diggs ended up hurting his foot. In fact, his toe, as a matter of fact, getting a toe bruise a couple of days ago. What was thought to be, it'll be a couple of days, it'll be all right. Throw some dirt on it, you'll be fine. Unfortunately, this may sideline Diggs until they basically leave from Oxnard. It's going to be a couple of weeks. Now, the good news, of course, with Diggs has never missed any time as far as the season goes, hasn't missed any games. And he is a veteran, knows what he's doing. It's not the end of the world. 2 weeks of practice being missed by Diggs is definitely not that bad. In fact, it'll give a chance for some of these younger guys to actually get out there, get some practice in. And this is why depth is so important in the NFL. You never know. You never know who's going to get hurt. You never know who's going to be missing some time. And, if it's the regular season and now you're missing guys that you count on and you've got guys that have no experience or aren't anywhere close to it, you're screwed. Now, the good news is we got Stephon Gilmore on the other side. So if you were to lose Diggs, you're not going to exactly chop liver and nobody out there. Let's just hope that it's not one of those nagging, lingering injuries because, people say, oh, it's just your toe. Well, you've never played football because I'm going to tell you, they say toe bruise. I don't know if that's like turf toe. And if you've ever had turf toe, you know how painful that is. Have you ever jammed your finger? Have you ever jammed your finger and know how tender it is when you move it and you touch something? Try having that happen to your big toe. You've jammed your toe, and now every time you push off, and understand a cornerback is pushing off, he's stopping, he's going and going left and right and left, stopping, going, and everything else. Everything goes through that toe, and that is key component. And this is one of those things that, it's kind of, you get out there too soon, you aggravate it, you set yourself back, and you never get this thing right. And this is where you look at a guy like Donovan Wilson with the calf injury and things that you want to take care of these things with kid gloves and not make them any worse because they will linger. And the reality is in the NFL, just that little instant that you're missing because of that nagging injury can be the difference of shutting a guy down or a guy going 80 yards for a score. It's that big. I have to say that I still believe, I understand why the NFL did what they did, to appease the players. Nobody likes to practice. Nobody wants to go out there sweating their ass off in 90+ degree weather. Nobody wants to go through the locker room and all the funky pads and everything else. Nobody does. But I believe that there's a direct correlation between practicing and these injuries. When you used to have more OTAs and off-season work together as a team and conditioning and things, you had a chance to get rid of these tweaks earlier before you get to training camp. Now, you've had 6 weeks where the guys are basically left to themselves. Now, fortunately, Dak and his receivers, they went to Atlanta, they worked out. Micah Parsons, he's always in there working out and things. So you have some of these guys that are working and trying to do as much as they can. But that may not necessarily be the same as doing the stretching and the conditioning that you do with the team. And now you've gone from being off for 6 weeks to now going in camp. In camp, you're doing installs. There's not enough time to get all of the stuff in there that you need to. You're doing conditioning. You're getting all this stuff. You are getting a million things hit at you at the same time. And if your body's not ready for it, you get the soft tissue injuries. And you got guys that are 300 pounds that are running like freight trains and things. It's easy when you're not in shape to get injured. And I think the NFL trying to get those deals done and appease the players by saying, we're going to do away with practice, you didn't do them any favors because you're seeing these nagging injuries. So, hopefully Diggs' injury won't be for too long, that, it'll be fine in 2 weeks and stuff, and won't be, and it'll be done and over with. But I get scared when I hear about these, soft tissue injuries that have the potential to hamper a season. All right, good people. We have some other news with Zeke Elliott and New England. We'll be back a little bit later, soon some more of the details come out about how well the visit went. It seems like there's mutual interest. Peace.